But because he's being ill-advised, because he's not jumping out on the issue and tackling the issue and addressing it, then now this media monster is being created. Do you agree?
And they're operating on the unknown.
But do you agree?
I agree.
Do you agree that?
I agree.
See, that's the weakness in Governor Patterson and his advisors. And
so
I say
it's
that
not Governor Patterson who's the weak person. Maybe
he
it's his
is.
advisors who's the weak person.
Listen, he's over the advisors. Their job is to advise him, but the buck stops with the governor.
That's true, but if you're paying somebody to be your advisor, and
I can't pay you to be my brain. I can't pay you to be my brain.
Let's take these calls.
I wasn't supporting Obama because he was a black man. I can honestly say that him and Joe Biden were better candidates. So you're like Malcolm. You don't want to be tricked by the fox or devoured by the wolf. Thank you.
Okay, we've been bamboozled, as Malcolm said. Right, exactly. Well, we need more of the black media, and I'm not going to identify any radio stations or newspapers, but
.com, and you'll see.
Are you doing self-promotion?
Shameless.
Okay.
We went to the Black and Latino caucus up in Albany.
I remember.
Which I saw you up there.
Right.
We saw him. We said, Governor, you in trouble right now. There's a lot of negative stuff. We want to give you the opportunity to get on and tell the people the positive things that you're doing.
And what did he say?
We have put a mortgage foreclosure bill out there that defines what is a loan and also defines what's predatory lending, and we will prosecute people for doing what's been done to so many people now who lost their homes. We have expanded unemployment insurance by 33 weeks and COBRA benefits by 18 weeks. And we increased the welfare allocation for the first time in 20 years, and we increased food stamps by 30%. So we are making some tough decisions to balance budgets, but we're balancing the budgets with a equal sacrifice across the board, and we taxed the wealthiest New Yorkers to make sure that they didn't get out of responsibility either.
I want to tell you a little bit about a man by the name of Alan Chartoff. Now, Alan Chartoff.
News and views. Hey, hold on.
And Alan Chartoff is the president and CEO of WAMC. And one of the things that Professor Chartoff talks about in his article, and you can read his blog at
well, Dr. Gray, let's move it along. This is a caller-driven show, and we got callers on the line. I got to cut you off just for 1 second, respectfully. We got to stop saying about what the next, the Caucasians did or what have you, because the hold on, excuse me, sir. This is respectful. It's just relax for a minute. When they were selling those buildings for $1 in Harlem, did you get one?
I know you're going to take another call, but I want to just go back for a moment to talk about Alan Chartoff. Because what Professor Chartoff, and I'm going to be talking a little bit more about Professor Chartoff's article in a couple of minutes.
News and views.
And I'm going to be talking a little bit more about Professor Chartoff's article in a couple of minutes.
News and views.
Okay, so now
yes.
One of the things
hold on, you're about to be on here.
One of the things that Professor Chartoff talks about. Thank you.
Well, hold on, Dr. Gray.
Okay.
I've been relatively silent over here. You've been hostile with me today.
No, caller. Actually, the point that you just made was made by Professor Chartoff. I want to say just one other thing before you can take the call. I just want to say one of the points that Professor Chartoff made with regard to.
Are you promoting this guy, Professor Chartoff?
No.
Like you're just going to Professor Chartoff. His blog. Who is this guy?
Because it's Alan, and I'm going to spell the last name because I might not be pronouncing it correctly.
Please don't do that.
C-H. Don't spell it.
I feel like you're promoting this guy.
I'm not promoting him. I'm talking about him because he's hit on some things. All right, I'm going to read
I got to check this guy out. For right now, let's take this call.
Okay.
Caller, you're...
Okay. The caller's gone. Can I finish my point?
Yeah, you might as well, Dr.
All right. All right, so here's, listen to this. You tell me, I'm going to read you this headline, and you tell me whether or not you think Professor Alan Chartoff is doing for Patterson what we're saying he should be happening. He says Patterson's crucifixion is cruel and unjustified. And he goes in to hit the point that you made earlier with regard to making a mountain out of a molehill, making something that isn't big by using the power of the press.
Well, can't you state that without keep saying this guy's name?
Well, I want to give him credit. I want people to know that it's his article and he wrote it. And
I have nothing against the guy, but
I will stop saying his name.
You're promoting him more than me. I'm your co-host.
I'm sorry.
All right, no problem. You're a gentleman and a scholar.